Good day. My name is Kathleen. I'm Galvin, and I'm running for City Council because I have the skills, experience, and know-how to be an effective, collaborative, visionary councilwoman. I'm a small business owner. I'm an architect, urban designer, and mother of 2 boys. I've served on countless city and county commissions and boards over the last 20 years. I'm a current school board member, and I have the skills to forge consensus, skills we need for a smarter, greener city of tomorrow. The first one is city-county relations. The lack of consensus on the Meadow Creek Parkway and the water plan has strained those relationships. We need to move past them so that we can deal with future problems like the pump station and the Woolen Mills. The Planning and Coordination Council, that is a vehicle for city, county, and UVA cooperation, has been underutilized. Second, jobs housing mismatch. We have too few housing opportunities in the city for people who work here and not enough jobs for people who do live here. That means we need a balanced approach for affordable housing for police officers and teachers. 65% of our teachers can't afford to live here. But at the same time, we have 15% unemployment in some of our neighborhoods. We need to get more growth track jobs in the city and better access out of the city to those opportunities elsewhere. Third, achievement and opportunity gaps. We spend over $18,000 per child in the city. That's up $7,000 in the last 10 years. At the same time, we've lost 15% of our students over the last 15 years. At least 11% of these costs are directly tied to low student-teacher ratios, remediation programs, and also a 3- and 4-year-old program. These initiatives have reduced the achievement gap. We're seeing better graduation rates among African American students, but we're still not seeing enough of them taking advantage of the advanced diploma. As the percentage of our students on the free and reduced lunch program has gone from 33% to 55% in the last 20 years, I've grown to believe that this is a problem of neighborhood opportunity gaps. We need to have a greater impact on more children by aggressively dealing with childhood poverty and chronic unemployment in our neighborhoods. I would strive to make our city greener. That means smart growth. That means capitalizing on our compact, walkable city and increasing connectivity to jobs, housing, and education opportunities. We need to participate in the Livable Communities Grant and re-energize the Planning and Coordination Council. We also need to commit to citywide green stormwater infrastructure projects and continue green building projects like the solar panels on the high school. Second, make government smarter through accountability and being visionary. We need to implement the Weldon Cooper's 2009 recommendations for efficiency, as well as update the 2006 City's Strategic Plan with better metrics to measure progress. We need to have clear lines of communication and responsibility between the council and the city manager, between the city manager and department heads. That way we will effectively address the needs of our citizens and neighborhoods. And we should start a citywide public process to update the 12-year-old Torti-Gallis study and set priorities and ensure that we have the tools to implement them and get things done. Third, make our city stronger through a comprehensive economic plan to tackle the challenge of job creation and chronic unemployment. We need to do things like assess our workforce needs and expand access to adult learning opportunities. Work with the biotech industry to connect workforce development programs to real jobs. We need to foster small business with microloans and gap financing, create light industrial incubator spaces like the tech incubator spaces, and we need to develop our vacant and underused industrial lots along our corridors as well as elsewhere, because then we will have a new framework and a new vision for the future, all the while engaging UVA. Finally, we also need to have holistic neighborhood revitalization that not only deconcentrates housing with affordable housing without displacing residents, but also lifts people out of poverty. When we do all of these things, we will maintain our distinctive character, but also our competitive edge. We will have vibrant urban corridors like West Main, Preston, Avon, Ridge McIntyre, Cherry. We'll have a state-of-the-art middle school and early childhood development center. We'll enjoy a network of urban parks and civic centers connected to the downtown, neighborhood destinations, and a botanical garden, and a permanent city market. And we will see less children in poverty and more children succeeding in school and moving on to promising futures.